Hey everybody, and welcome to another day in our Namibia vlog. And today we are heading into the park and we're going to go to Sesriem Canyon to have a look at that. We're also going to visit Elim Dune and do a little bit of driving in the park as well, which we on our own. Yesterday we did it as part of a guided tour. Today we're doing it on our own, so come with us as we get to explore another part of Namibia. Hi, we're James and Rob, and this is our dog Oscar. We love travel in all its forms, so join us on our next adventure as we head out on the road again. So we have arrived at Sesriem Canyon, which is just inside the park, so you need to pay to get a permit for the day, and it's $150 per person plus $50 for your car, so $350 for both of us, which is about £17.50, which isn't bad. As you saw, there were lots of baboons on the way. It's about 4.5 kilometers down a dirt track just inside the entrance to the park. There's James, and here's the canyon. We're going to try and find our way in. You can see we're the only people here today, and it's another baking hot day, although there's a little bit of cloud which is helping, I guess, cool things down, but hopefully once we get into the canyon it will be a bit cooler, so we'll see you then when we get there. So we're just trying to find our way in. It's not very clearly signposted and there's not an obvious path, so hopefully when we get around the corner we're going to see some fantastic views. Found a bit of shade, which is nice. If you do come here, bring some sensible walking shoes, because closed toe to avoid snakes, spiders, scorpions. And very, very hot sand. That's definitely one of the reasons why you wouldn't want to wear flip-flops or sandals, because as beautiful as the sand looks, it is absolutely baking hot and you will scald your feet. But anyway, this looks, we could have had our lunch here. We bought a lunch from the hotel today to bring with us, but went back to the room to put it in the fridge because we decided anywhere we would be too hot to eat outside, and we'd be sharing.
Go down this way and then come back up to there.
I don't know, go on then. Just want to find our way back. We decided it would be too hot to eat anywhere, and we'd also be sharing lunch with lots of bugs, so we've put it in the fridge and we'll have lunch later. And lunch was, how much was lunch? 120 for both of us? 120 each, so that's £6 each, and includes a sandwich, drink, fruit, cake. So it's good, pretty good value. Probably cheaper than having lunch at the hotel. Oh, sorry, back at the resort. And you can see that it's definitely not going to be for the faint-hearted, this walk. But here's some steps, so let's go down the steps. See if I can film without killing myself. I guess at least we know we're going the right way. Yeah. Is that the bottom of the canyon here? It's quite spectacular, isn't it? I mean, hear that noise? But that's the baboons.
No, those are birds.
Is that birds?
Yeah, that's birds.
More sand. Our shoes have been constantly filled with sand on this trip. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? You just get amazing views because of the beautiful blue sky all the time. So apparently we're heading towards water. Imagine if there's a lovely lagoon you could go swimming in. Oh God, how nice would that be? That's definitely baboons, probably sitting on our car, breaking the air off. Oh, it's nice and cool here. So I'm sure you're not really going to get from this video how warm the day is, and basically how warm this place is. Average temperature would be in the high 30s, so it is definitely a welcome relief to be in the shade, and it's only about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to get an awful lot hotter, but nice walking in a cool canyon.
Nice.
Oh yeah, these are nests here,
Oh.
where they make their nests. It's quite a narrow step to get through.
Got it?
I'm talking to the camera. So, and we found water. Not quite enough for a swim, fortunately.
Not that you want to swim there.
No, it's probably, well, really, sounds like someone's having a party or an argument. Is that as far as it goes?
Yeah. This is right at the bottom of the canyon.
That's scary. Oh my God. So we can look up. So we're at the bottom of the canyon. Well, actually not that far down, but there we go. Sesriem Canyon, worth coming to visit if you are doing it as part of a day trip inside Sossusvlei Park. But probably something to do with the heat of the day, because it is a lot cooler, although it's still hot. It's a lot cooler down here away from the sun. So we've driven up to Elim Dune, and you can see some oryx shading from the very hot day coming past you. There's nothing around except for a few oryx. And this is the dune, and it's, go away, sorry, I'm getting attacked by flies, and it's about 11 o'clock and it's seriously hot. We've parked our little vehicle in the shade. Oh, they're running away over there. There's the oryx running somewhere for some reason. So we're just going to have a little mooch around here. We engaged our 4x4 for the first time to make sure we didn't get stuck in this sort of sandy road as we drove up here. So we'll have a look around the dune. Just wanted to quickly hopefully see all of the birds. The weaver birds. Oh my God, they're very tame. I think they're looking for some food, aren't you, little men? Oh my God. I guess they're very tame because they're not really used to, being feeding them, yeah. So it feels like today we've completely got the park to ourselves. It's heading towards midday, so a lot of people are leaving already, but you can see the road ahead in the distance. There's no cars. There's James. He's doing the driving today in our little Suzuki Swift. We just stopped at a viewing point, which is the start of the beautiful red dunes, but we really could be on another planet here, despite there being a road in the middle of it. But anyway, definitely worth coming to visit. We've just driven about 20 minutes down the road to get to this viewing point. when you leave Desert Quiver, which we've just turned out of, you drive down this road for about a mile and you're seeing the main entrance to Sossusvlei Lodge on your right, and this is where you will have breakfast and dinner. And you can also see up on the left is a little petrol station, a place where you can buy some food and a little cafe as well. And we're heading up to the place on the right hand side where you can see that little tower, which is Sossusvlei Lodge, and that's where you'll have breakfast and dinner. And also if you're arranging any tours, that's where you'll meet the tours. It does take about a 5-minute drive, but it's not really much of a hassle. As you can see, most of that drive is on a tarmac road, which is very nice after the very bumpy ride here. When we leave tomorrow, we're actually going to take a different route, which is longer but is on more tarmac roads, so it should be a lot easier. And you can see now we are pulling into Sossusvlei, and there's the petrol station over there, so you want to make sure you've filled up before you leave so you don't get caught short and run out of petrol, which is not something you're going to want to do. So it's a good tactic to fill up whenever you see a petrol station or whatever opportunities you can. And here we are pulling into Sossusvlei Lodge, which the dinners are buffet style and fairly nice. We've got an all-inclusive package for dinner, bed and breakfast, half board, so breakfast and dinner, because you don't really have a lot of choices. What you can do is buy meats for your braai or barbecue, which each of the rooms has, as you will have seen, so you could actually have a barbecue at your place. And we've actually ordered a packed lunch today because we are going out on our own to explore, so we'll see what that is like. We'll just park up and then we'll take you inside. So just parked up, it's easy to park, you just grab one of these parking bays, and then we're going to walk through the lodge, and straight down there is breakfast. And we chose not to stay here because the rooms looked fairly regular, but they do get amazing views of the out to the desert. Yeah, it's true. And you've got your adventure centre here, so if you're planning a trip, this is the place to go. Reception on the right here, where you'll meet your tour guides. And then this is the breakfast area. No, it's not. Oh. So yeah, this is the view. So in the evening, these are different stations where you can get food cooked. Here they've got an omelette station, and then let's go and have a look at what food there is for breakfast. This is where all the food is served. So this is breakfast. Both James and I got an omelette cooked freshly for us. Got some toast, and James has got some interesting looking sausages. And again, this is the lovely environment that you get to eat breakfast in and enjoy the breakfast with the animals. This was our last day in Sesriem before we headed back to Windhoek for our flight down to Cape Town. And in next week's video, we're going to start a series of day trips that you can take from Cape Town. I've reviewed Cape Town extensively in previous videos, and I'll put a link up to that playlist here. So we decided that we would do something slightly different and talk about day trips that you can do from Cape Town, assuming you've got a car. So make sure you tune in next week as we head out on the road again.